Good morning student, as in continuation with chapter number 3. So today in this video we will discuss about what is acculturation. So children, you must have seen when some people moves towards to another culture or adopts other culture, changes could be seen in their beliefs and behavior. And this process could be seen usually in the direction of minority groups adopting habits and languages pattern of dominant group. It means the people who are living in the rural areas, when they move towards the urban cities, changes can be seen in their behavior and changes can be seen in their lifestyle. So the term acculturation refers to culture and psychological changes resulting from contact with other cultures. So children, when people move towards to another culture, changes can be seen in their intelligence, personality, interest. So these changes reflect psychological changes. On the other hand, talking about culture changes means changes in their customs, values could be seen when they become an integral part of other culture. And children, it is often believed that acculturation can take place any time in one's life. Whenever it occurs, it requires relearning of norms, values, and pattern of behavior. And children, it is often found that sometimes people are able to learn new things of other culture, whereas sometimes people are unable to adjust themselves towards the another culture. And changes due to acculturation may be examined at subjective and objective level. So children, changes at subjective level can be seen in attitude, whereas changes in objective level can be seen in language, dressing style, means of livelihood, household goods, furniture, and means of entertainment. So children, John Berry was a psychologist who developed acculturative strategies on the basis of subjective and objective changes. So children, John Berry as a psychologist is well known for his studies on psychological acculturation. He argues that there are two important issues that are acculturating individuals and groups face in culture contact situations. One relates to the degree to which there is a desire to maintain one culture and identity. On the other hand, it relates to the degree to which there is a desire to engage in daily interaction with members of other culture group. So children, according to John Berry, he believed that there are some people who wish to maintain their own identity of their own culture, whereas there are some people who does not want to maintain their culture identity. So on the basis of these issues, he developed acculturative strategies that comprises of integration, assimilation, separation, and marginalization. Now children, talking about integration, it refers to an attitude in which there is an interest in both maintaining one original culture and identity, while staying in daily interaction with other culture groups. In this case, there is some degree of culture integrity maintained while interacting with other culture group. So children, it means the people who have such type of attitude which resembles integration, they wish to maintain their own self-identity as well as maintain interaction with other culture groups also. Now another type of attitude which is known as assimilation. It is an attitude in which people do not wish to maintain their culture identity and they move to become an integral part of other culture. In this case, there is a loss of one's culture and identity. So children, it means when people move towards to another culture, they become a part of that particular culture and they do not wish to maintain their original identity. Now if we talk about the term separation, it is an attitude in which people wish to maintain their own original culture and wish to avoid interaction with other culture group. In this case, people are often tend to glorify their own culture identity. So children, such type of attitude wish to maintain their own culture and try to avoid interaction with other culture groups. On the other hand, marginalization, it is an attitude in which there is a little possibility or interest in one's culture maintenance and little interest in having relation with other culture groups. So children, the people who hold such type of attitude, they neither show interest in maintaining their own culture identity and and they hold a too little relation with other cultures. So in this type of attitude, a person remains undecided about what they should do and continue to stay with a great deal of stress. So children, this chapter is completed. So in this chapter we discuss about how biological factors as well as culture factor affects an optimal growth as well as behavior of an individual. So changes which occur in individual's life, it occurs because of the culture factors also, which affects an individual's desires, behavior when he or she forms contact with other people in the society. So children, do the question given on page number 63 in your notebook.